To start off your inner square, you're going to need to make a magic ring or magic circle, whichever you wish to call it. And for this, I'll be doing the chain method. So you're going to start off with a slip stitch. Okay, this is how I do my slip stitch. If you do not know how to make a slip stitch, please go visit my video and I'll put a link of it at the top here. So slip stitch, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'll be working with half double crochets. So you want to go back into that very first chain you did. Okay, slip stitch, and then you want to chain 2 and start your half double crochets. Oops, come on. You want to do a total of 8 half double crochets all the way around. So what I'm going to do is, because I get confused half the time, I'm just going to go at it. I'm just going to do as many as I possibly can, and I might, think it's up to 12, and then I'm going to count at the top. This is how I know that I've done the right thing. I'm going to count at the top of those V's. You see the V's? That's what I'm going to count. Normally I end off at 11, and then by the time you do your slip stitch, the hook, the loop that's on the hook counts as that final one. So that's how I calculate mine. Okay, I think I've done enough. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to count from the most visible V, as you can see there. Okay, so I'm going to start from there, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Like I said, I'm going to end off here at 11, and this loop here is what's going to end up as my 12th stitch. Okay, so I'm just going to slip stitch. Okay, I'm just going to take it there at that very first one, and I'm going to slip stitch. Okay, so once again, from this part that you just did, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, that's 11. Okay, sorry. Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. So yeah, total of 12, like I said. Even I still get it wrong till date. Because when you're like, include the last stitch, not include the last stitch, all that confuses me. So I just do things according to the way I know how to. Okay, let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus that last one, 12. Okay, this is row 1. For row 2, you're going to need to chain 2. Okay, in the same hole here, you're going to do 2 more half double crochets in there. So 1, 2, okay. So you're going to skip 1, 2, and in the third one, you're going to go in there. Oh wait, sorry. You need to chain 1, so it's, you do 2 into that first one, and then you're going to chain 1. Okay, you're going to go into that third one and do 3 half double crochets, chain 2, 3 half double crochet. This is called a corner. Okay, now you're just going to repeat the sequence all the way around. So chain 1, count 1, 2 into the third one, half double crochet, times 3, chain 2, half double crochet times 3. Into the same hole. Okay, same thing, chain 1, 1, 2, 3, chain 2, and 3 half doubles into the same hole. Once again, this is called a corner. Ooh, here, camera's out of focus. Again. Now, when you get to the end, you see the hole you started with? That's what you're going to go into. So you're going to go in there and complete this corner here. So we started off with the stitch, the chain 2 that we did counts as a stitch. So technically you're seeing 3 half doubles there. So we just need to complete the corner with 3 more half double crochets, a chain 2, and what I want you to do here is you're going to count from here. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you need to have 3 above. Minus this one, so it'll be 1, 2, 3. You're going to go into this chain here and slip stitch. Oops. Come on. Hee. My everything's pretty tight right now. Okay, there we go. That should work better. Yes. There we go. And that should complete your second row. We're going to go up another 2 rows to give a total of 4 rows for the inner square. For row 3, it's basically like a repetition of row 2, just slightly different. But I would say this is more of the repeat you're going to do for row 4. So yeah, so back in the same. Okay, so now you've created this chain 2 space here. I would say this is where you're going to start repeating as wide as you want. So this square needs to be able to fit around your bust area. So make it as long as you can always add more rows as much as you want. Okay. So if you're going to add more rows, I do advise you add your rows within the inner circle. And then your last row would be that last color. Okay. If you want something similar to what I did. So there you're going to, so you've chained 2, I believe. Yes, we chained 2. Okay, we're going to go from now on into that chain 2 space from the previous round. Oops, I'm doing a double. It's supposed to be a half. You're going to go twice. Okay, half double crochet twice. That first chain does count as a stitch. Okay, you're going to chain 1 into this gap here. So the previous round, chain 1. Gonna half double crochet. That very first one is quite tough to do, but it breezes through the other 2. So 3 half doubles into that space. And then you're going to do a corner. A corner is 3 half double crochets, chain 2, and 3 half double crochets. So you're going to have a total of 6 half double crochets in the same chain 2 space of the previous round. Okay, my color is starting to change now, so you can see going from the purple, bluey purple into the pink. Okay, and that's what you're going to repeat all the way around, and I'll see you when I get to around this point. Okay, when I get to the end, and I'll show you how to finish off the square. And I'm back, and what I've done so far is I did this row with you in the corner. So what I chained 3 half double crochets, corner, chain, 3 half double crochets, chain, corner, chain, 3 half double crochets, and now I am going to chain, because now we're at the end, into that same previous chain 2 space from the previous row. We're going to do 3 more half double crochets. Okay, then we're going to chain 2 because this is a corner, and once again 1 2 3. Okay, I'm going to count it again, 1 2 3. Into this space here is where you're going to do your slip stitch. Okay, and that is row 3. We'll be going into row 4 next, which for me will be my final row, because this person is about an A cup, so a total of 6 rows was enough for the bra cup. Okay, for row 4 you're going to basically kind of repeat what you did at row 3. You're going to chain 2 in the chain 2 space of the previous round. You're going to half double crochet times 2, so twice. You're going to half double crochet twice, then you're going to chain 1, and in the previous chain 1 space you're going to half double crochet times 3. Okay, this is the 4th and final round for the inner circle. Chain 1, then you're going to half double crochet into that next chain 1 space from the previous round. Okay, now you're going to chain 1, and now we have a corner, so you're going to do a corner. Corner once again is 3 half double crochets, chain 2, and 3 half double crochets. Okay, so you're going to repeat this pattern. So in the next space you're going to chain 1 now. Then you're going to, in the next gap here, you're going to 3 half double crochet, chain 1, 3 half double crochet, corner. Corner once again is 3 half double crochets, chain 2, and 3 half double crochets. You're going to repeat that all the way, and I'll meet you back here, around here. Okay, I've gone all the way around, and now I'm back where I started. I'm going to chain 1, and into that very first hole that we went into from the previous round, chain 2. I'm going to 3 half double crochet, chain 2. Okay, once again count 1 2 3. Okay, and into that, this space is where I'm going to go into. Okay, and I'm going to, oh, I just remembered something. This is where we change color. So you're going to insert your hook, and you're just going to release the hook. Okay, now we're going to change color, because now we've completed our total of 4 rows. Okay, so now we're going to join the black color to this. And to join the black color, let me just get my wool. Hold it the same way. You want quite a long tail, so I'm gonna leave about that much space in between, so you can easily weave in the end. So you want to hold tight at the back. Okay, just kind of like use your fingers to hold it down. Pull through and pull through to finish the slip stitch that you did from the previous round. You want to chain 1, 2, 3. This will be the 5th and final round. Okay, so I know black is like the worst thing to use to like do videos, but it is what it is. Okay, so instead of doing half doubles, I am going to be doing double crochets instead throughout this round. Okay, but still the same thing. So 2 double crochets, and that chain 3 you did counts as a stitch. Now you don't want to do a chain, you just want to go into that next hole, okay, and continue your double crochets. So 3 of them in this space. Oops. Into the next one, 3 double crochets. And into the next one, 3 double crochets. Okay, now we have a corner. We're going to do a corner. Same thing. 3 double crochets. Okay, for this corner, we're only going to do 1 chain. Chain 1. 3 double crochets. Okay, and that's the repeat. So you're not going to do a chain, you're just going to go right into the next one, 3 double crochets, okay, into the next one, 3 double crochets, into the next one, 3 double crochets, and corner. So corner for this is 3 double crochets, chain 1, and 3 double crochets. So you're going to repeat that pattern all the way, and I'll meet you when I get back to the end here. Okay, I'm now at the end, so no chain, just go directly into the next hole. Oops, let me just make sure I did the double crochet there. If the previous color is like disturbing you, you can just get your scissor and go snip. Okay, remember to leave enough a long enough tail for it. Okay, so now that the tail is gone and not disturbing me anymore, I'm going to go back and continue my 3 double crochets. Okay, so this is a corner, so we're going to just chain 1. I know it's difficult to see, but I'll try. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to go into that space somewhere there. So just count like we counted the other ones. Okay, so we're going to go in there. Okay, slip stitch. And cut off. Remember, once again, long enough tail. Oops. Okay. That's that. Since I did that like little bit of a chain there, it enables me to like tie off my end properly. That's how I do it now. Okay, so I'm going to count how many stitches I have from corner to corner. Ooh, okay, nope. The sun is too bright, too bright. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, you should have about 16 stitches from corner. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, then you will start again from corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And this little knobby keys counts as that one stitch. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so you want about 16 stitches from corner to the end. Okay, and then from that corner, from the end, you're going to count again to the other end, and then from that corner, that's how you check it. If you wish to do from corner to corner, then you can do that. You will have 17 stitches in total. Okay, so please feel free to weave in your ends. I ain't doing that because it takes too long. I'm not doing that to myself. No. We're not doing that to ourselves today. So remember, it's a total of 4 rows with the one color, and then your final color for the end would be the 5th row, and it's just 1 row. Okay. To make this shorts, as can be seen here and in the image as well, this is what it looks front and back. It's pretty similar. Okay, so to make this shorts, you're going to need, to make the shorts, sorry, you're going to need a total of 24 squares. Okay, so you're going to need a total of 24 squares, and I have my 24 squares right here. Just trying to move it. Okay, come on. There we go. Okay, you can see better now. Okay, so to make the shorts that was seen just now, you're going to need a total of 24 squares, and I have my 24 squares right here. And this is the order in which you're going to set it out for the join. Okay, you can use any color you want, as said in the intro area, as long as your squares have the inner and outer color, it makes life easy. Okay, so for this shorts, the way we're going to join this is that we're going to start from the bottom. From the bottom. Okay, we're going to start from the bottom. As you can see, it has a split here because this is where the legs are going to go through. Okay, these shorts can fit anywhere from a 30 to a 36, 38 size, because it stretches when you put it together with the specific join I'll be using. I have used this join before, and this is the single crochet join, as I'll show you now. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with each leg first. So you're going to do this leg first, then you're going to do this leg, then you're going to join the legs to the top, and again there. Okay, so for this I am going to start off with the one leg first, then I'll join it to the top. Okay, so how to join the legs? What you're going to do is you're going to go vertically first. Okay, so you're going to take this like this first. Okay, then you're going to take it like that. So we're going to join vertically all the way around. Okay, then we're going to go to the next leg and we're going to join vertically again as well, all the way around. Then we're going to join it to this part, and then we're going to start taking it from this way like that. And since I work from the right to the left, so I would rather start from this side first. Okay, so it depends on what hand you use. If you use your left hand, then you'll probably go from your left to your right. So you normally start from this side and not this side. Okay, so that's how we're going to join the shorts. Okay, I'm going to be joining the midriff area now. I'm going to start from the right, and I'm going to pick up these two here. And to join, you're going to make sure you have a nice long tail. It doesn't have to be too long, just enough to weave in your ends comfortably. Okay, and we're going to go in to that chain one space that we had there, and we're going to go into both. Okay, and the one you grab, make sure that when you grab it, it's back to back, so front here, front at the back. Then I'm going to put it same thing in through there, chain one space. Okay, I'm going to hold my tail end very close, and I'm going to pull through all 4 loops. Okay, I'm going to tie this off so it's nice and stable, and then I'm going to go into the front loop. So in the V's, there's the front and that's the back. I'm going to go in through the front here, and into the next one here I'm going to go into the back. So it's a front back kind of situation. Okay, and just yarn over and pull through. Now into the next one I'll be doing a single crochet. So same thing, front and back of that one. Pull through. You have 2 loops on your hook. Okay, I do apologize for my camera quality. Yarn over and pull through. So that's a single crochet. So I'm going to be what I call this is what I call a single crochet join, but in the back, front and back loop. Okay, so we're just going to do this all the way down. So front, back, yarn over, 2 loops, yarn over, single crochet. Okay, when you do your join, you want to make sure that the order of the stuff you've done somewhat stays the same. It helps if you take a picture as well, just in case you lose your order. Okay, and I'm just going to continue down like that, and I'll meet you when I get to the end and I'm about to join these 2, so you can understand better how the joining works. Okay, and I'm back. So I have 2 more to go here. So the front of this one, and then this has a knot here. I'm just going to go in through that. So when you have a knot, just go in through the space underneath the knot, and then still go with your normal front or back loop. Okay, now I'm going to go into both of that last chain loops and in the same thing at the end here. Okay, I'm going to pull through. Now I'm going to kind of put this back down. Okay, then I'm going to grab at my next two. I'm going to hold them together as they're supposed to be. Okay, I'm going to repeat the exact same thing I did. So in through both of their very first one, then in through both of the back. Just trying to feel. With black wool, you just kind of feel your way around things, honestly. Okay, so you just want to go in through that back loop, both. Okay. Beep, 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 beep. There we go. Oops, I did something. Oh, nope, there we go. Wait, no, I did do something. Okay, so I went through the... Oh, I am going... Okay, so when you do this, please don't do what I just did. Okay, so you want to make sure this is also front to front. Okay, so back to back. And you want to hold here quite tight as well. Okay, so I'm going to repeat again. I did it wrong. Okay, in there and in there. Oh, that was so much easier. So same thing. Okay, so you were still holding on to this one and that loop was still on that previous join. Okay, so now you have these two loops. You're just going to single crochet, and like with the others, you're going to continue. So front and back loop of the other one. And as you go down, you can just kind of let this one dangle. It won't fall off. As you can see, it's already joined. Okay, so you just want to continue down the same way. Okay, so I'm going to go all the way down and I'll meet you again when I'm about to join. Okay, so I am done with 3 down the line. Okay, we're going to go into the corner now. I just want to show you how it looks flat. So by the time you put it down, you see it's nice and one straight line. As you can see, it's still detached there. Okay, so this is the top we were just doing now. So I'm just gonna move this to the side and bring my whole midriff part back. Okay. So I have these don't have double anymore. I've now finished the top of those. Okay, so now I'm going into the side. For this side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flatten this out because it confuses me, so it might confuse you as well. So I'm going to flatten this out. Remember, this is the side, and they need to always face upwards. Okay, I'm gonna now take those two and I'm going to combine them to this. I forgot I wanted to do here with you, so I'm just doing the end of the join with you guys. Okay, same thing, single crochet. Okay, you're going to go, make sure the way you picked it up is the way it's meant to go. I'm just making sure with this this specific square, the back looks like the front and the front looks like the back. There is no so I guess I'm just going to use the side that feels right to me. Okay, and I'm going to find my chain one space. There it is. Okay, so you're going to find your chain one space in the front and then your chain one space at the back. If you can't find it, just count your stitches. So I'm just going to count if I can't find it. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go in there and I am going to continue the join. Okay, so these two here is now the corner. Okay, in through the front pull, front loop of the top V, okay, and back loop of the one underneath. Okay, and you're just going to continue down as always. It's a pretty easy join and it looks gorgeous at the back as well. That's why I like this join a lot. Once again, I do apologize. Black is quite hard to see. Okay, so I'm going to continue down and I'll show you how I'm going to join this next to here. Okay, so now I'm at the end here. Now I'm just going to, okay, so the thing is I currently have 4 joined together here. If you want, you're a meticulous person, you can decide to flip this over, because when you flip it, like, I mean, when I say flip it over, I mean do it this way. Okay, so I need to keep my yarn on my hand or I get confused. Okay, so what I mean by that is flip it over this way, but for me it doesn't really matter which way is which. Okay, I'm just going to grab at these two, okay, the way they are, and I'm just going to continue my join. Okay, you can always rotate your squares whichever way you want. There's really no certain way of doing keeping your squares. The only thing that stays constant is the join. So your join always needs to be back to back, so front facing you, and when you turn it over it should also be the front. And for this join, it's specifically the single crochet join. Okay, I did something wrong because it's not coming through. Probably didn't go through the space completely. Okay, so I'm just gonna try that again. It does get quite tough trying to find, but as you go on, I wouldn't say doing this this whole thing is a beginner thing, but hey, I'm not going to restrict it. I'll say this is more intermediate. You need to kind of know what you're doing if you're going to do this, but I'm not going to restrict you. You might just know how to do this. Okay, so I have joined again. So again, front of the one in the front and back loop of the one at the back. Yarn over, 2 loops, single crochet. So yarn over, 2 loops, yarn over, single crochet. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. So in through the front and back loop. Okay, yarn over, 2 loops, yarn over, single crochet, and you're going to go all the way down. Okay, so I'm going to do this until the whole thing is done, and then I'll come back to you when I'm about to join these corners again. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pick it up, join, pick this up, join, and I'll get back to you when I have that last 2 left. Okay, so now I just have those last 2 to go there. Okay, currently have 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and this one down here, 7. So we're going to have a total of 8. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open this up because it was folded, so I can remember how it was. Okay, I'm going to move this to my dominant hand and I'm going to grab at it to add that last one. Okay, I'm going to rotate this because I don't like the ends there. Please weave in your ends as you make your squares. So once you're done with your squares, weave in your ends. It makes this process so much easier. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to join this. Go away, end. Oh no, I don't want you. Go away, move to the other side. Okay, trying to get rid of ends here. I'm still going to join them, but why struggle now? I can struggle later. Okay, same thing in through those first chains, all 4 loops of them. I would say this is the most difficult part of this process, trying to get the yarn through the very first 2, very first 4. Okay, I think yeah, I did. Okay, cool. Okay, I'm not gonna pull. You don't want too much of a gap in between here. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you're going to combine them again when you do this line down here. So going down, you're going to combine them again, but it just helps if it's tighter now. Okay, so you're going to yarn over, pull through both, single crochet. Same thing, in through the front loop and in through the back loop of the one at the back. Yarn over, pull through, single crochet. Same thing. And again, same thing. And through the back loop. So front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop. And you're going to go all the way down again. And I'll show you how this looks when complete, like when I'm done till the end. Okay, this was my very last one that I just joined. Now I'm going to figure this out with you guys. What we're going to do is we're going to try get all of these facing forward. Okay. And we're kind of gonna do that. So it needs to now face backwards. Okay, so remember these were the very last 2. And this is the one, this one is what's going to bend. So these 2 are going to bend. So imagine that. Okay. Then this is going to bend as well. We have there. Make sure when you're doing this, the rib is straight. Okay, so don't, make sure it's not twisted. You don't want your work twisted or it loses that neat feel. So just make sure it is a full straight line. Okay, this doesn't feel like a straight line to me. There we go. Okay, it didn't look like a straight line to me, so I twisted it around. If you're working with black like me, when you feel it as well, you can always feel if it's straight or not. Okay, this is also not straight now. Oh, okay, now it is. Okay, so you want to feel in between. If it feels twisted, then yeah, you know you did something wrong. Okay, and that's how it looks when put back together again. So as you can see, okay. I know some of my shapes, like I know for sure that this was probably on the side. That's okay. I really don't mind because this is a proper mix match. So just remember, anytime as you're doing your stuff, make sure your squares are facing the right way, whichever way you want. But for this video, I really do not mind how it's facing as long as the square is there. Okay, so when you're joining, please do be mindful of that. And make sure it's not twisted. Are you twisted? No, you're not. Okay. We're all good. We're all good. Okay, so for now, we're going to leave this side open. Just for now. Okay, so that's how you would put it back together again. Now this is held up together. I will now be adding the legs, or the leg portion. For the legs, you want to take it one set at a time. As you can see, there are 2 sets here. And you want to take it 1 set at a time. I'm just going to move this up a little bit. Okay, and I'm going to work on this set first. And I'm going to go vertically. So I'm going to grab this one first. Then when I'm done with that, I'll come to this one. Okay, I'm just going to open this out. Open this out. Grab the one underneath. Move that there. And there. Okay, so this is the order I'm going to be joining them. As always, gonna start with trying to find that chain 1 space. Okay, and the chain 1 space on the back. Long tail, start your join, pull through and create a knot. Tie it off nicely. Okay. Then I do not have a front or back because this is a knot. So I'm just going to go in a random space, but I am going to go in the back of the other one. And I'm going to try, pull through. There we go. Okay, I'm going to move that there. And I'm just going to continue all the way down the same way we have been doing it. So front, back,
pull through, single crochet, front, back, pull through, single crochet. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down and I'll meet you when I get to the end, and I'm going to attach the next one. Okay, I am done with the first one. Now going into the second one. Gonna take it from the corner again. And then going to go into the other side. Same thing. Oh, that tail is very short. Okay, gonna tie it off. So you're basically just going into each one. Okay, you're just gonna go into each one. Okay, to the next one. Front loop of the front one, back loop of the back. And you're going to continue the exact same way we did it the previous one, all the way down. Okay, I'm going to finish and I'll get back to you when I get to the end. Okay, I'm now at the end. Just going to go into the last one, going into both loops and both loops of the back, pull through, single crochet. Okay, so you're just going to do, this is how you start the knot part, so it's like a chain, and then I'm going to cut off the end. Okay, your work is going to have a lot of ends because it's like all detached kind of wool. But please do take your time to weave in your ends. Okay, and I'm just going to attach the next one the exact same way I attach both. I'm going to attach the next one and I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so I've completed each leg currently here. And I have also attached stitch markers. This is how my stitch markers look. They're plastic stitch markers. Okay. To the middle part here, because this is where we'll be attaching the legs. So this is joining of the legs. I've also attached stitch markers to these ends here, so I know where they attach to this one. How you know where to attach them is, I'm going to use this because it's already open. Okay, I've already counted as well how many stitches I have at the top here. It's a total of 16 stitches from corner to end, minus the corner this side. Okay, so since it's 16, normally to be the middle would be 8 stitches. If you followed my tutorial, the middle is quite easy to find because you're going to just count 1, 2, and this is the third one, 1, 2, this is still the third one. And right in the middle of that, the second stitch in the middle there is the middle of the square. So it just makes it easier to understand that way. Same thing with this side and also this one as well. Okay, so that's how we find the middle. So now what I'm going to do is I will now be joining the square, the legs to the midriff. Okay, so I'm going to start from here. So I'm going to grab at these two here. I have also completed the joining going up towards the waistband area. Okay, that was quite easy to do. You just go from this side to that side the same way we've been joining this whole time. Okay, and it's also still vertically. So that's how I joined that part. Well, all these parts. So every line, except I haven't done this part yet. So when I do this, you'll see how I joined this part here. So back to joining the leg to the midriff. I'm going to start from this corner here, and I'm going to go make my way from the left all the way around. Okay, so I'll meet you at each different stage of the joining, and I'm going to join this one with you, and then I'll get back to you when the whole thing's finished, once we're done with this leg. Okay, to start, I'm going to take it from the corner here. So I'm just going to do what I've been doing this whole time. I'm going to take it from the corner to the other corner. Okay, so the other corner is already in, so I can see where it started there. I'm just going to put that in there, and I'm going to join it same way I have been joining it this whole time. Okay, then we're going to go in through the front and the back, same way we've been doing it this whole time. In through the front and the back. So front loop, back loop, front loop, back loop. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. And I'm going to go all the way down and all the way around. Okay, and I'll meet you where it connects. Let's try find that again. Okay, so see here where my stitch marker is. I'm going to meet you when I get to this point, and I'll show you how it joins to here. So basically, as you go, it's going to wrap around here, and then it's going to go all the way around. Okay, so you're still gonna follow the same sequence, and it's gonna wrap around until we get to the middle again here. Okay, so I know that my middle, without even putting my stitch marker in, is this spot here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'll meet you back once I've reached my stitch marker. So I'm currently now at the end, and I am going to got to get really close here. I'm going to insert, so I am now currently at my stitch marker here. I'm going to insert my hook into the whole thing. Okay, and then I'm going to go to the stitch marker on the front, because this is from the back, and I'm going to insert it there. I'm going to pull through both. Okay, for my sanity, I am going to remove these stitch markers now that I have combined them. Okay. Yes, a lot of ends. Please, once again, please add your weave in your ends as you go. Okay, so now that I've combined these two, I can now continue down the same way I was going. Okay, so now I'm going to continue all the way down the same way
I was going. Okay, so I'm just going to continue down, and I'm going to go all the way here, and I'm going to join it here, and I'll meet you once I am there. So I'm right at the corner now where the whole thing meets. Okay, currently have my actual chain here to go into, so I'm going to go into both, and you basically end it the same way you would normally end any other one. Okay, right in the chain space of the next one. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am going to find that very first chain that I did. You see, once I pull up, there's that chain there. Okay, I'm going to go into that chain. Well, I'm gonna try go into that chain. Okay, at this rate, just go into any space that's available. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to slip stitch the work closed. Okay, the same way I do my finishes with the chain, and that closes up the leg. Okay, so that's how you would do the leg. So I started from here and I just went all the way around. I just kept on going until I got to my stitch marker, which was on this square at the bottom, and I went from the back, now joined it to the front, and I just continued down, and like I just showed you, joined it there. Okay, then now I'm going to add this one, and I'll show you what it looks like once completed. Yes, you're still going to have these flaps, by the way. Also, once you're done with this, you would want to actually close these. It's the exact same way we've been joining it this whole time. So you're just going to go from down, up, and the way you joined it here is the same way you're going to join it on the other side, this way as well. So you're going to find that chain at the end here, and you're going to join it that way there as well. Okay, so I'm going to finish this, and once you're done with that, you're basically done with the legs. So you'll be basically done with the legs, and all that'll be left is the waistband for the top. And I'll meet you back once I'm ready to start the waistband. Please go ahead and finish your shorts. Okay, so for the waistband, I do currently have a different set of outfit here. It's shorts, but it doesn't really matter, as the waistband will be the same for both shorts and pants. Okay, and the skirt as well, so all of the above. Waistband is the same. So I decided to use an actual complete work with the ends weaved in, hence why I'm using this. So to do the waistband, you're going to do what is called ribbing. And to start ribbing on a on a currently made work, so I'm going to start off with is I'm going to do a knot.
So I'm just going to tie this off. Okay, and because of this is my outfit, I would need to do 2 rows of single crochet first before I can actually start the waistband. So to work your single crochet rows, you're going to need to chain 2. Okay, I'm just going to move that backwards. Okay, and into the next space I'm just going to do a single crochet, and into the next space I'm going to do a decrease. So to do a decrease, it's like you start off a single crochet but you don't yarn over to complete it. Okay, so you have 2 loops on your hook, then you're going to go into the next space, you're going to yarn over. Now you have 3 loops on your hook. Now you're going to pull through all 3. Okay, and this is what you're going to continue throughout the work. So it's going to be a normal single crochet into the next space. Okay, then it's going to be a single crochet decrease. So in through the first one, in through the second one, 3 loops, yarn over, pull through. Once again, into the next one, single crochet, full, just 1 single crochet into that next one. Okay, and okay, now we're at a join. When you get to a join, I'm still going to follow the same pattern, which is now I'm going to do a decrease. So I'm going to pull on this, okay, and then I'm going to find the chain space from the previous one, which is here. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to complete the decrease. So same thing, in through, single crochet. So 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. So this is the decrease, 1 single crochet, 1 decrease. And you're going to continue this all the way around. When you get to a corner, even if it's not even if it's like a single crochet at the corner, I do say do the decrease instead. And when you do the decrease, you want to go into that very last one that you see there and join it to the very first one on the other side of the join. Okay, so that's what you're going to do all the way around, and I'm going to complete this single crochet and I'll meet you at the end when I come back here. And I'm back. I am currently at the end here. So currently at the end. I have done my very last one. Now I'm just going to go into the top of that chain one that I did before, and I'm going to slip stitch. Now what I'm going to do, same thing, chain 2 into the next space. I'm going to do 1 single crochet into the next space, if I can find my next space. Okay, 1 single crochet, and into the second space I'm going to do the decrease. So it's 2 single crochets, 1 decrease. That's the pattern now. So 2 single crochets, 1, 2 single crochets and a decrease, which is yarn over, pull through, 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops, and pull through all 3. Okay, 1, 2, and decrease in through the hole, 2 loops, in through the next one, pull through, 3 loops, all 3. Okay, so that's what you're going to repeat this whole time. So single crochet, and decrease. Okay, so that's what we're going to repeat, and this will be the second row. Also at the bottom here I ended with a decrease, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, one more time. Single crochet, decrease. Okay, as you can see here, this part is starting to bunch up, which is fine because it's making the waist part here smaller. So that's why we are doing decreases right now. Okay, and by the time we're done, the waist will be pretty small because this was pretty large before. So I'm going to continue and I'll meet you back when I get to the end here. Okay, so we are at the end here. I am just going to go into that very last one. Okay, then I'm going to go in the top. So the top stitch from the previous chain 2 that we did. Okay, now to start the actual ribbing, I'm going to chain a total of 9 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, let's just count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh man, I lost it. Okay, I'm just gonna do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now I know for sure I counted 9. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the 8th chain that we did, and we're going to single crochet. Okay, and then we're just going to single crochet all the way down. Ignore the tie there, kind of ran out of wool. Just need to go all the way down. Okay, almost done, last one. Okay, so that's what it looks like so far. Now what we're going to do is right into the stitch here, right underneath where we started, we're going to pull through like we're doing a single crochet. But we're going to leave these 2 loops on, and we're going to insert back into the next one, and we're going to yarn over and pull through. Now we have 3 loops on our hook, and we're going to yarn over and pull through all 3. That's called a decrease. Okay, so it's going to be 1 decrease, and into the next one, single crochet. Okay, so that's going to be basically what we're going to be repeating. So you want to now also turn your work. Skip 1. So you're going to, skip 1, 2, and then you're going to go into the back loop only. You're going to start working back loop only from now on into, so you're going to back loop only into all 8 stitches. So we should have a total of 8 going up. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, how I know this is my very last one is this is the last visible V.
available. So that's how I know this is my last one. The one at the right to the top is kind of like a knot. You don't want to go into that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to chain one. Okay, turn our work again. Okay, and continue back loop only from the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is 7. And the last one, 8. Okay, how I know it's my last one? It's the last visible V once again. Okay, once you hit your last visible V, then you know that's your last one. Here it's kind of like a knot. It creates a knot at the bottom there. Okay, so this is number 8. Now what we're going to do again is we're going to go into that same space that the previous one was worked into. We're going to go in there. Okay, so right at the bottom there, you're going to yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over again, insert into the next stitch, yarn over again 3 loops, and yarn over and pull through all 3. Okay, then we're going to insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and do a single crochet. Okay, so basically that's the repeat that we're going to be doing now. So that's the repeat that we're going to be doing all the way around. It's the exact same thing all the way around. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn our work, then we're going to skip this one and this one, then we're going to go into the very first stitch here, but you know it's going to be worked that way. Okay, so we're going to turn our work, going to skip 1, 2, and insert into that very last stitch and continue single crochets. So you're going to go all the way up, okay, onto the last visible V, chain 1, and then come back down. And when you come down, you insert into the same stitch that is underneath there, do a decrease and 1 single crochet and come back up. Okay, so basically that's what we're going to be doing all the way around, and I'll meet you when I get to the end here, somewhere around here. Okay, and I'll show you what the ribbed waistband looks like. Okay, and I'm back, and I've currently gone down, so I'm going to go back up, and I'm going to go into this one, yarn over into the next, yarn over, do a decrease. Okay, then I'm going to go into the next one and just do the same way we've been doing it this whole time, a single crochet. Okay, going to, so what you want to do is end in your work going up, so you want to end going upwards. Okay, so we're going to finish once we're done here. Okay, so to continue, I'm going to skip 1, 2 into the next, doing back loop only single crochets. Okay, my last one, just going to count to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now that we're done there, what we're going to do is we're going to put this together like this. Okay, we're going to turn our work to the side. I'm just gonna, oh, just want to make sure. There we go. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right into the top loop
You want your wool to be on the top part. You don't want it in between. Okay, I'm just gonna go at the top there. I'm just gonna find a space at the top. That's not the top. There we go. Okay, right at the top, I'm just gonna find a space. Okay, I'm going to yarn over and pull through, doing a slip stitch. So what we're going to do now is just slip stitch all the way down. So, and once again, I do apologize for the black wool. It's kind of hard to see. You're going to go into both loops, okay, and both loops of the next stitch. Hopefully you do not have a knot like I did. Okay, you're going to continue down in this pattern. So just try find a space to go into. So into both there, and normally it's just the adjacent. Whatever is adjacent, just go in there. Because I really can't find a place, so I just stick my needle into any space. Well, it still comes out fine, so Okay, you can see here, this is my last one. I'm just gonna go into that space, try find the other space on the other side. That's quite a huge chunk, but Okay, so what you want to do is just go into the adjacent spaces and you're fine. Okay, and yeah, I'm just going to cut off my yarn here. Pull on that, and there's your waistband. Okay. Currently, when you're done, the yarn will be in the front. What I like to do is I just like to kind of just insert my yarn, right? My hook, I mean, sorry, and just pull on it from the back, and then you can just weave it in from the back. Okay, and that's what the waistband would look like once completed. And I'll show you what the full thing looks like. Well, the full item looks like now. And here is what it should look like once you're done. And yeah, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay well.